Hi, I'm Dave Underhill, and I'm from the Rotary Club of Portsmouth. I have the honor of serving this coming year as Rotary 7780's District Governor. Thank you so much for investing your time in our grant training here in the Rotary Learning Center. As Rotarians, our commitment to service takes many forms. We carve turkeys and serve meals. We build local community parks and shelters, do fundraisers, and share our skills with nonprofit groups and causes all over Maine, New Hampshire, and the world. We also support the Rotary Foundation with our personal and club charitable dollars to end polio, provide clean water, and build peace. We've recently increased our foundation giving to record levels, and that's the starting point for some Rotary magic. One of the special features of the Rotary Foundation is the Share Fund. Did you know half the money we send to the Share Fund comes right back here to our local district, funding our local club and international projects? Our clubs get to apply for the money, and it matches local fundraising dollars to make Rotary magic happen in your town, down the street, or in partnership with another club anywhere in the world. You're watching this because you're a member of one of our 40 Rotary clubs in Seacoast, New Hampshire, or southern Maine. This training teaches you how these grants work, how your club can get one, and how we make sure Rotary is 100% accountable for every dollar we spend. You'll learn about district grants you can put to work in your own town, and global grants to help fund projects in other countries under Rotary's 6 areas of focus. And by the way, if you're from a different district, some of the rules and deadlines may be slightly different, so be sure to check with your own foundation chair. Reinvesting our foundation's money to do good in our world is one of the joys of Rotary, and it begins right here. Thank you for your time and your Rotary service.
Hello, I'm Marty Hellman, District 7780's Foundation Chair. Governor-elect Dave has talked about the why of foundation grant making. Let's dig right into the how. There are 3 modules in this seminar, each about 20 minutes in length. You can take these modules one by one or all at once, at your convenience 24/7, just by logging into the internet. We do recommend, however, that you plan a little time management here. After all, there have been changes in the program since last year and the year before, and if you wait until the last minute to take these modules, you won't have the up-to-date information you need to apply for these grants. As an incentive, the first person in your club to successfully finish all 3 modules will receive via mail the newly updated 2017 Grants Management folder. All the information in the folder is also available on the district website, but you've told us that you really appreciate having this information in binder form as well. So finish these modules, and we'll get the information to you that you need. This module is a general overview of foundation giving and the grants process. In Module 2, you'll do a deep dive into global grants, and then in Module 3, you'll look closely at district grants. It's important to remember that the money for all Rotary Foundation grants comes from gifts of Rotarians, including you and me. It's our contributions that fund these grants. And since we raise the money, it makes sense that we should also decide how to spend it. Governor-elect Dave has already spoken to you on how grant making can energize and involve your club. After all, service is what we do here in Rotary, and the Rotary Foundation and grant making puts a backbone into how Rotary does humanitarian work across the globe. As a review, there are 3 pots of money within the Rotary Foundation. They are the World Fund, Polio Plus, and the Endowment. The World Fund is the pot that supports grant making. All donations and annual giving go into the World Fund, and this is also the pot that Rotarians are asked to support each year in what we call giving through every Rotarian every year. All the money that we donate through annual giving to the World Fund is spent by us. Half of that funding comes back to the district as something Rotarians call DDF, and we decide directly how it will be spent. The other half stays in the World Fund. We decide indirectly how it will be spent. The more we give, the more we have to spend. And it's exciting that this year, this district has the highest amount of money ever, the highest amount of DDF ever to spend. And that's because our district's giving is all going in the right direction. Congratulations to us, and it means that we can spend generously as well. Our district has a very egalitarian approach on how we spend our funding. All members of the district are invited to help create the spending policy at a meeting held every 3 years, and the district governor and district foundation committee are charged with ensuring that those spending policies and procedures are strictly adhered to. There are 2 kinds of Rotary Foundation grants. District grants are little grants with awards that range from $1,000 to $3,500 or $4,000. And then there are global grants, which starts with awards of $30,000 and can become 10 times that large. The way the financing works, a global grant requires a minimum of $10,000 in club cash. That's why in our district, most of the clubs that do global grants do so in consortium with other clubs, either within this district or outside the district. Global grants and district grants have many similarities. Both can take place either locally or internationally on the other side of the world. Both must fall within the guidelines of Rotary's areas of focus. Both must be sustainable, although the rules for sustainability are much tougher for global grants than they are for district grants. And both require the club to be qualified, as well as specific reporting and financial management. You will learn about all 3 of these things a little bit later on. It's also important to read the Areas of Focus policy statement, which includes just what is and what is not covered in each of the 6 areas of focus. Don't guess. Check out this information, which is available in the Grants folder on the district website and also on Rotary.org. The areas of focus are listed here, and you may know them: education and basic literacy, clean water and sanitation, maternal and child health, disease prevention and treatment, economic and community development, and peace and conflict resolution. There are differences between global grants and district grants as well. One of the biggest is that global grants are a partnership between 2 different clubs in 2 different countries. There are many ways to set up a partnership with another club, but typically what it means is that the Rotary Club in the developing nation comes up with the idea for the grant and manages it day to day, and the international club, that is, the club in our district, provides most of the financing. It's always important that global grants involve a community assessment to ensure that the project under consideration can be measured with real specific goals, and also that the project will be fully supported by the community. To get involved in grant making, each club involved, including your own, must annually do 6 things. They are listed here. I won't repeat them. I will just point out that one of those things is to take this course, so you are already well on your way. Another is to establish a goal for annual giving, the funding that supports these grants, and to post it on My Rotary. And a third is for the president-elect and either the vice president or club foundation chair to sign a memorandum of understanding. That MOU states that they will ensure that the foundation's funds will be properly managed and all the paperwork handled in a timely manner. Again, remember that the funding for these grants is donated by Rotarians, including you and me, for philanthropic purposes. So good management is critical. Be sure to keep all receipts and paperwork involved in your grant in order to adhere to the MOU and to help you close out the grant in a timely fashion. Both the district and the Rotary Foundation implement audit procedures each year. They take stewardship very seriously, so it's important that your club take it seriously as well. There's lots of district resources to help. As I've already mentioned, the first member of your club who successfully completes all 3 modules in this program will receive in the mail a grants folder with all pertinent information. That information is already on the district website, and you can always reach out to me and to May Bradshaw and Betty Hughes, our grants coordinators who you'll meet in the other 2 modules, for clarification and further information. Good luck, and remember, have fun.